What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles. Today I wanted to do a companion video to my video about why I prefer American Express cards. A lot of people compare Chase and American Express, but I really choose to talk about them individually because I think they are somewhat different products. They both have their pros and both have their cons. Today I want to talk about the 7 reasons why I prefer Chase Bank credit cards. Whenever someone talks about a particular lender, the common response is, well, this other bank does this. I get the point, but at least in this series, I'm only talking about one lender at a time. I'm not comparing them to anyone else. There are lots of reasons to like Chase. Here are mine. But first, if you are new to the channel, I talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If that's something you're interested in, click that subscribe button. I'm posting consistent, on-topic content, and if you get any value or entertainment from this video, slap that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I will certainly appreciate it. Also, real quick, I want to give a shout out to 2 of our elite members, Jeffrey Roberts and Josh Carter. I appreciate you two. Elite membership is a way to show support for the channel for only $2.99 a month. You'll get priority responses, shout outs, and early access to my maximum value redemption series. For more info, just click the join button below. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into it. The first reason why I'm beginning to prefer Chase Bank credit cards is they seem to overall have lower annual fees. Some issuers have extraordinary annual fees, and I have to admit, this can become an issue. With Chase, you can essentially run a Trifecta for $95 a year and do just fine. If you want the premium travel card, you'll pony up $550. So with any of the accepted Chase Trifectas, you can amass large amounts of Chase Ultimate Rewards points for very little in annual fees. I will be starting this journey with the Business Trifecta with the Chase Business Inc. Preferred as my anchor, along with the Inc. Cash and the Inc. Unlimited. This setup not only has huge bonuses, but the entire Trifecta only costs $95 a year. The second reason I prefer Chase is a little niche to us credit card optimizers. With Chase, you can churn their bonuses. For instance, you are eligible for a Sapphire bonus every 48 months. Now, I know that sounds like a long time, but hopefully we are all going to be spending money and earning points for a while. With some of the other UR points earning cards, such as the Freedom Unlimited, you can earn another unlimited bonus every 24 months. This makes for some very interesting strategies, all within the Chase ecosystem. I'm not likely to hone in on this one anytime soon since I'm newly back in with Chase, but it creates some longevity with the relationship. The third reason why I prefer the Chase Bank credit cards is the versatility. What I mean by that is I am for sure team travel and team transferable currency, but it's easy to envision life pivoting away from travel for a while. Anyone remember a time when most folks weren't traveling? With Chase, and in particular with Chase Pay Yourself Back, there is a legit cashback option. So even though right now I'm doing a lot of traveling, I like the fact that I can pivot and start stacking up cash with Chase. Reason number 4 is the transfer partners. I know a lot of Chase customers are primarily Team Cashback, and they don't really care or use the transfer partners. But Chase has a great lineup. They have a really versatile group with Virgin Atlantic and Air France for some international travel. They also have Southwest for when you need to visit your cousin to watch the SEC championship game. Everyone raves about Hyatt as a transfer partner, and I can understand why. Chase basically has them locked up as far as the major issuers. If you're looking for ideas for those transfer partners, check out my series called Maximum Value Redemptions. In those videos, I'm showing you great examples of points redemptions where you can get 5, 7, sometimes 10 cents per mile transferring your Chase UR points out to partners. I could actually talk about the transfer partners all day, but reason number 5 is Chase has great bonuses. We already talked about how you can get the bonus for cards more than once, but when I look down the list, I see great sign-up offers. 20,000 UR points for just $500 spend. On the business side, they're offering 90,000 UR points for $6,000 spend. That's a ton of UR points, no matter how you're planning to redeem them. And we haven't even mentioned the co-branded offers that sometimes reach sky-high proportions. Reason number 6 is the Chase business cards. We've mentioned the business side of things a few times, and Chase has really dialed this in. They have business versions of the popular cards. They have a business version of the many co-branded cards as well. This really helps if you are loyal to a brand such as Hyatt or United. And the option to apply for a business card creates many more possibilities, and I'm really glad Chase has chosen not to ignore this. Now, number 7 really isn't exclusive to Chase, but in the short time we've been back with Chase, I've noticed that they do an especially great job with this, and that is great offers and incentives. The fourth quarter of this year, Chase sent out spending incentives for all their co-branded cards. I have the Chase Amazon card, and I've been receiving 10% cash back on gas this quarter. Who doesn't like that? The individual card offers are looking better for your everyday man as well. I've used these incentives, which are anywhere from 5% to 10% back at gas stations, certain restaurants, and other very relevant merchants. Even though I'm team travel, I enjoy getting money back. Finally, for my final reason why I prefer Chase Bank credit cards is there does not seem to be a limit on cards I can be approved for. Now, there does seem to be a total credit limit, and I can 100% understand that. But as long as I can switch credit from one card to a new one, I'm likely going to be able to get that card. I've never been one to make a big deal about the credit limit, and I only need a high limit on certain cards anyway. If I'm able to get a second Freedom Flex, I don't think I really care if the credit limit is low. I won't be using it for any purchases over $1,500 anyway, right? I pay my cards off every day anyway. I know that's not a real popular practice, but that's what I do. So one day I'd like to have maybe 10 Chase credit cards. Guys, that is it for me. Why do you prefer Chase Bank credit cards? Guys, I wanted to make this one short with less fluff, so that is it for me. If you've stayed around all the way to the end, I appreciate you and I thank you.